Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Susan.
Long time no see.
I know, it's great seeing you. I haven't seen you in a long time. You must be like really busy.
I am buried.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole Denali acquisition, we've been bringing the Denali verification IP and memory models together with all the Cadence verification IP, and we put a lot of effort into new protocols and new stuff, and we're like finally there. We're released to manufacturing. It's a really exciting time, and it's going to be awesome.
Well, I've heard some really cool stuff about the VIP, so maybe you can tell me a little bit more about it.
Sure. Let me grab a cup of coffee. Want to go over and sit down?
Sure.
Awesome. Let's go.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, Susan, because the last time we talked, you just got through doing this very big customer survey, and then you were pulling in the Denali integration.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, right after the Denali acquisition, we did this big survey of the whole Denali customer base and the Cadence VIP customer base, and we learned a tremendous amount from that. You know, the things that Denali customers loved was that their verification IP and memory models would work on any simulator, and they loved like the fact that Denali tended to be first to market with kind of the bleeding edge features on brand new protocols like PCI Express Gen 3. They loved some great features for supportability like trace debug.
Yeah.
You know, all those things are things we wanted to make sure we didn't mess up. And of course, all the memory models, you know, the great breadth of memory models that they had.
Well, that kind of makes sense because Cadence has the largest VIP portfolio in the industry. And of course, great methodology support for UVM. But my question is, how are you going to bring all that together?
Well, with a lot of work, to tell you the truth. You know, I mean, it's been the last several months that basically we've taken those 30+ protocols from Cadence and brought them together and tried to bring some of those great qualities from Denali to bear with those protocols and some of the great stuff about Cadence, like that UVM methodology support, over to the Denali products as well. And on top of that, we're offering a bunch of new protocols. So the new MIPI protocols like SlimBus and UniPro and DigRF, the AMBA4 protocols, the newest stuff for PCI Express Gen 3 and Super Speed USB, and new memories too.
Right. Well,
like wide I/O.
And now
you just can't shut me up now.
No, now I know why you've been so busy, and I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
So sounds, with all that, the customers are going to love that. So is there anything else that...
Well, yeah, you know, just first of all, we didn't just like throw it all into a bucket.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff in terms of making it more consistent so that, for instance, if somebody's doing a large subsystem or a big SoC where they're using a lot of different components and a lot of different memory models, they should expect that it'll all work together more consistently. This system Verilog interface that Denali had some key advantages, so we're actually implementing that interface on some of the Cadence verification IP. I mentioned the new features, but then there's also new pricing and packaging, which makes it much more cost effective, much more accessible to people who are doing SoC verification and maybe before thought, gee, I can't afford to buy VIP for like 6 or 8 different standard protocols, but with our new packaging, I think they're going to find that they really can. So they're going to be really pleased with that.
So the question is, where can I find out more? And everyone else, where can we find out?
Cadence.com. Of course, we're updating Cadence.com right now. ChipEstimate.com, which is a great source for everything IP and VIP and memory models, right? And we're just coming out consistently with lots of news over the next couple months, so stay tuned.
That's great. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that.
Sure thing. Remember, and we rebranded it. It's the Cadence VIP catalog. It's basically everything you need.
Okay. When's our next cup of coffee?
Tomorrow?
I'm in.
Okay.
All right.